Tonight, 8 on your side is taking a closer look at a disturbing trend, an increase of pedestrian deaths in Florida. A number of safety officials are saying that fatalities will continue to rise unless something is done to improve our roadways. News Channel 8's Jamel is joining us live in Tampa tonight. And Jamel, I know you've looked at the numbers. We had dozens of pedestrian deaths last year.
Well, good evening to you. We are driving around downtown Tampa right now, and I can tell you there are a lot of pedestrians and bicyclists walking around the city. Pedestrian crashes highlight a growing problem around Tampa Bay and the state.
It seems to me it's going to be another unsolved case that goes down the drain.
Lisa Lee's family wants answers. The driver that hit her while she was crossing 18th Avenue South on October 29th kept going. That person still hasn't been caught.
We're coming out with a lot of good leads, but every time we contact the police department, they're saying that it's not credible.
St. Pete police tell us crashes involving pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists shot up last year, the highest it's been since 2014.
So in 2018, we recognized a significant spike in fatalities. We had 44 for the year. More specifically, we had 13 in November.
14 of those deaths involved a pedestrian. So what makes Florida worse than everywhere else? Police say a majority of these deaths are caused by distractions like speeding and texting, not crossing at a crosswalk, and impairment.
It's very frustrating. These, for the most part, are preventable crashes.
The numbers prompted officers to do details around the city. This man jaywalked on 34th Street right in front of us. Last year, 11 people died not using a crosswalk.
And we make contact with pedestrians, bicyclists, motorists, and we give them the information. We give them pamphlets and brochures. We give them the equipment that'll make them safer at night. But we're just not seeing it being used.
City leaders say they look at the transportation and safety plan every year.
Sometimes pedestrians make poor choices. They step out and the driver has no chance to avoid them. Other times drivers are making poor choices with speeding.
Right now, the race is on to add more crosswalks, fix broken street lights, and try to figure out how to slow drivers down. One way is putting these so-called neckouts at high-traffic intersections, which makes the pedestrian more visible and causes motorists to slow their turn.
So if we can have more safe crossings across the city, we expect to take that fatality rate down, and also moderating some speeds, because again, when a vehicle hits a person, if they're at a low speed, that person has a much better chance of survival.
The problem isn't just in St. Pete. It's across Tampa Bay, where drivers are, well, just as impatient. Be safe, be seen, and arrive alive. These lights are supposed to warn drivers when pedestrians are crossing. Even with the right-of-way, there's still chaos. According to the latest study by the National Complete Streets Coalition, Tampa, St. Pete, and Clearwater ranked 9th for the most dangerous areas for pedestrians. 8 cities in Florida made the list. Florida came in as the #1 state.
You get kind of these mega highways going right through downtown that just don't make it really safe or conducive or pleasant for people to walk.
Coalition Director Emiko Atherton says, sadly, these numbers will continue to rise unless roadways are built with pedestrians in mind.
This isn't just a safety issue. You know, it's really a livability issue, and that we want places where our children can walk and play and that we can age in place. But the great news is we have the tools to fix them.
A solution Lee's mother would like to see to protect pedestrians in the future.
Then it bring me back to my daughter and stuff. Nobody deserved to get what these people are getting. You know, people getting hit for no reason.
And now Congress is expected to look at this study and see what they can come up with in the next transportation bill that will help solve this pedestrian crisis. In Tampa, Jamel, News Channel 8.